And that is now everything that we're discussing here that needs to be put into place. From lessons that you've learned now, and saying that never again, what must we all do right now moving forward, whether you're a parent, you're a teacher, students, and the government, to say we are finally putting our boots down to stop this from ever happening again? What must we see happening? What must we do?
I'll take it 3-part. 1, provide avenues for grievances. Provide avenues for people to just let out. There's a lot going on. There's a lot happening. And for whatever reasons, as I said, 50% of the callers are mental health related. Can we get a space where mental health is being handled in a bigger realm of things? Secondly, can we be proactive to say, whereas all these standards are put in place or need to be put in place, it's me, the user, who's going to be affected. As such, I need to practice for the worst case scenario. I need to be alert to one day it will happen. As a disaster manager, we learn, we train, we keep on practicing, but pray not to use our skills. Because it will always be a hard time. It will always be a rough one. No one wants just to be a rescuer. No one wants to be a hero. We have to do it because it's a calling. Last but not least is continuous review. We unfortunately don't even look at maintenance of our systems and the likes. But in that reviewing, this then would come up. How regularly are these fire extinguishers checked? How regularly are we conforming to the spaces? Is it a role to be taken by a prefect who can be a fire marshal to confirm there's always space? We see the routines airlines do. It's not to say that the planes won't go down, but the safety routines around every takeoff are instituted and are a must. So if things are a must, why not bring them down to our local levels where we're saying we're going to the dormitory, part of orientation into this dorm is these are the exits, this is what you do during fire, whenever you're running out, don't collect belongings. All that, we can become a part of routines if rules are put in place and we abide by them.
Why would it, because when we look at safety, the institutions who would understand that this is what needs to be done, that there's a set that you must follow. And it sounds like almost an unfair question, Anthony, but why would it take that people die in such a grotesque manner for then anybody to realize, okay, hang on, perhaps we should actually institute this thing and make sure that we are safe so that we can either reduce the severity of the calamity or avoid death completely? Why would it take something like that for, I mean, in the safety circles, do you find that it's when something so calamitous happens that we realize, hey, okay, perhaps I should take it seriously? And that's kind of like what insurance does. You buy the thing and you keep it just in case. And until it happens is when you realize that, okay, this makes sense. But putting a fire extinguisher and you think, okay, this thing's been there for 12 months and nobody's used it. Okay, we put sprinklers, internal sprinklers in the thing and it's been expensive feat and it doesn't really work. Okay, we have smoke detectors, but we've not had a fire in, I don't know how long. But in the event that there is a fire, you will pray to God that you had some of these things, I mean, we're yet to see if Utumishi had a fire extinguisher in the hallway. I mean, for crying out loud, there were beds in the corridor, So we don't know whether those things existed. But why is it that from your circles that it's in the event of a disaster that we then say, oh, wait, I must make sure that I have a fire extinguisher, all of these other safety measures.
Remember, we had a code.
Yeah, or remember, oh, snap, there was a code,
So, respectively, so we draw from lessons. Things have to happen that we pick on lessons. Let me ask, for instance, right now, you mentioned sprinkler. Where can you cite you've seen a sprinkler and we can go check it out? Where have you seen a sprinkler in the last number of years?
Well, I don't know if I can mention the name of the office, of course, because of branding things, but there are actually a couple in the Nairobi city that actually do have sprinklers in case of
But over time, again,
but in any schools, no,
reduced to that. In schools, we've never seen such. Number one. Number two, even right now in the codes, in the fire, say, escape fire safety write-ups that we have. If you look at the ones even in this building, they wouldn't have the spacing They wouldn't tell us how much spacing needs to be in a particular space, but they'll tell you the assembly point is at a particular place.
No, they tell you in schools. They say schools should not be less than 1.2 meters away from each other. Beds, for example. Corridors must be 2 meters in width.
I was asking about the example in this building. The safety procedure for fire, whatever chart we have, does it show spacing?
It doesn't show. All right.
Now we are learning, unfortunately, from this incident, that it's very important that we include spacing as an agenda.
Sure.
I look at malls and I know the architects have done a good job at spacing out. But the next thing you know is in all these spaces, small little kiosks are
coming up
inbuilt in the malls. And these are escape routes. And I wonder, why would we allow so much space to be taken away, whereas there's so many people who can exit and all come to this space?
Because we want to make money.
So, thank you. The idea about spacing now is going to be a big agenda moving forward. As he said, as Dennis mentioned, if you look into the future, what are these practices that you're going to be enforcing? Now, it won't be just about have a fire extinguisher and have ability to exit, have ability to have a safe zone. No, it will be about what is the spacing that will require. Is it time that we add a line to the charts that showcases spacing, so that when a new manager shows up and they feel like, oh, we need 2 more desks here to accommodate the new staff, and you can say, no, this is space left intentionally for fire escape, as for comfort in the use of the space. So again, sadly, we learn through incidences and disasters, and whenever we take lessons, the big question would go to, what are we going to do with these kind of lessons? If we cannot take them up, institute, and start to utilize them for our learning to safeguard the future, then that would be wrong.